Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. So good to see you. I see there are 18 people here. Probably others have not gotten the link yet, or they just feel that we're going to start late. So you may want to send the link. Let me quickly go to the WhatsApp group and kind of open it up so that people can have access to it. If you are here, you're welcome. This is the Health Tech is free masterclass on Microsoft Excel, and just a few minutes, let's say two or three, we should begin the class. So you're welcome. All right, so I'm going to drop, welcome guys. Like I said earlier, I'm going to drop a link with, if we have six different groups. So I'm going to drop a link right now in the comment section. If you want to join live with me, just click on that link. You must belong to any of the WhatsApp groups. This is to make sure that while teaching, I'm kind of hearing people speak and communicating. Hopefully, from the people who join, we are going to have an interesting conversation together. So I need to also know if you can hear me as well. So I just dropped the link in the comment section, guys. Please click on it and then you would join with me live here. So why do we choose StreamYard? In the past, we normally, can you guys hear me? Someone is saying no audio. If you can hear me, just type I can hear you. All right, first call, good. All right, give the Esther. Nice, 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 nice. All right. So I've dropped the link, guys. Try to join. Try to join right away. Okay, Neka. I'll say Neka. Make sure that your background is very quiet, please. If it's not quiet, um, okay. All right, so that's enough, guys. I think we've had more than enough people. I can only take like six persons live here with me. So don't bother sending requests again. I think we've had enough. Let me just add the people here. See. All right, I think this is fine. So I want to invite somebody to come over, and just give me a minute, guys. Please, if you don't, those of you on the call, can you hear me? You can unmute if you can hear me.
We can
I
hear
can hear
you,
you.
sir.
I
Oh,
can hear
perfect.
you.
Awesome. How are you doing?
I'm okay, sir.
I'm
Fine, thank
fine.
you,
Thank
sir.
you. I'm good, sir.
All right. So trust me, as long as you are here with me, I get to know you guys more than those who are not here live. And that means I get to ask questions. I get to ask questions like, if you can see my screen, can you hear me, and things like that. And make sure that your background is very quiet. If you are a breastfeeding mother, I beg, just leave the call so that you can give your baby what he or she deserves. So during classes is not the time you should be, especially if you are live, it's not the time you should put on your loud fan or maybe something at the background, a TV, radio, or things like that. Tell your wife or your husband to leave you alone, huh? That you are in class. What else? Because I've experienced really funny things when people are live. So please, I hope that one is clear so that we can have an amazing session. So people feel that because the classes are live and they are going to have access to recording, so they don't feel like joining the live class. Well, it's a free class and it's going to be free from now till the like it's going to be a free class. There's no time I'm going to say come pay money to attend the class. But guess what? I am only going to attend to you guys during this session. So if you are listening to the recording of this class, just have it at the back of your mind that after the class, I'm not going to attend to anybody, except for those who may decide to. Anyway, I'll talk about that tomorrow. That's why when it's this is my time, guys. This is my time, and I feel you selected yourself to be here. No one forced you to be here. Please respect my time because I'm losing some money to be here as well. This is holidays. I'm supposed to just chill, but I just choose to be here, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have chosen to be here. Please, if it's time for class, 6 weeks is it's massive enough for me to tell you everything or most of the thing I think you should know about Microsoft Excel. So, by way of introduction, I wanted to bring someone up here, one of our past students. Let me see if she's here. PUN, are you here? Um, Let me see if she. Okay, while I wait for her to come, my name is David Francis Effiong. I normally introduce my three names because it's only one of me. I don't think there's someone bearing these three names. Maybe coincidentally, yes, it's possible, but that's just my name everywhere on social media. I'm a very open person when it comes to what I share on social media, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes from now. And I was also one of the first guys to be certified by Microsoft back in my hometown, Nigeria, Calabar to be precise, when I was still in secondary school. Microsoft had this new facility they were building in West Africa, specifically in my school at the time. So I became one of the first guys to be certified by Microsoft as a help desk professional. And since then, I've not looked back on appreciating Microsoft products. I've used Microsoft products throughout my university days, Excel, PowerPoint, name it. Okay. Now, what do they use the chop money those days, especially all those people where they are too lazy to type their projects, work on their tasks. As engineering students, it wasn't really funny to do all these things back in the day. But we find ways to do it, and I was pretty good. My typing speed was 60 words per minute. So now it's reduced to maybe 30 or 40 because of old age, too much wahala, and people who don't break my heart. So so plenty things don't dull, and the wahala of life have reduced my typing speed. But of course, I can still type without looking at my keyboards, even if I'm blind. Technology has made it interesting that even if you don't know how to type, you can just say whatever you want to say. So there's this thing called text to speech to text, right? You can just get all of that sorted. So I that was how it was really interesting to see people ask me to come to the apartments. It was a private university anyway, so visited people. It was a very interesting place to be. I got to help a lot of people. Chidera is asking me, okay, PUN, you are here. I've let me let me drop the link again for invites. Please don't click. Oh, if your name is not Peace Nena. Peace Nena is a former student. I just want to bring her up here. So PUN, I've dropped the link. Try to see if you can join. Uh, okay, just give me a minute. Give me a minute. I actually invite her guys because I know there are a couple of things she'll be sharing with you. Mary, you say you can't see me. You will see me in Jesus' name. The studio is full. Okay, let me kick out some people in the studio. Just give me a minute. Please use this time to navigate your Microsoft Excel. I just dropped the material we're going to be using today in class. Um, so PUN, I'm removing some people. Try to see if you can join. Please don't click on the link I just posted if your name is not Peace. I'm trying to remove some people, my village people. As I they remove, then they enter. PUN, are you having issues still joining? Okay, yeah, I see you now. Interesting. So welcome. Can you hear me?
Yes, good day, Mr. David.
Yeah. So good to see you again. So I was introducing
Mm.
myself. Let me do that briefly, and then I'll give you the room. So she attended our last section. I think she's actually doing her internship. Alpha, now don't finish.
At the verge of finishing, sir. It's not been easy.
Before go dey easy now. Don't be like that to the suffer people. So well, guys, I was talking about Microsoft. I love Microsoft products. In fact, back in the day, we used to have this game that helped to build our typing speed. I think it was Game of the Dead or something like that. So the more people you kill, the more your typing speed increases. So imagine playing games and entertaining yourself and also making sure your fingers were moving pretty well. So that is how I fell in love with Microsoft products. And I think after that, I had my second degree, still the same thing. I pretty much wrote my thesis myself, did a couple of research, statistical analysis, and things like that. And then after my education, I worked with a few international organizations. I started small, as usual. You'll be hearing these stories as we go further. And I think I ended up what else? I ended up plenty things. So But the one that is very important right now is the fact that I'm a Microsoft certified trainer. I'm a Microsoft certified associate. That means that I'm being vetted by Microsoft as a company or organization. I'm being vetted by Microsoft to train people about their products. So I'm not just Microsoft Excel, which I'm pretty good at, but I'm also pretty good at Microsoft Power BI. The Power BI. It's a software for data analysis. So I've been teaching for a couple of years now, once in a while. We also have a group of over 10 professionals teaching in different parts of the world. We started off as the health techies, started off as the consultants before we added the techies component to our company. It was interesting to know that talk about our when we talk about our products or what we're doing for non-profits, especially fundraising, community service, organizational management, relationship management. We have please introduce yourself to our website because me, I don't introduce that website even. I go there and be intimate with that website so that you can have access to our team members, across the world. I'm of course presently the United States Exchange alumni. I've met some really important folks in the United States and in sub-Saharan Africa. So all I'm saying is please go to my LinkedIn, read a couple of things about me. I don't know the audience I'm speaking with, so that's why I'm just talking about myself randomly. But there's so many things about me that you can know from my LinkedIn, and it can appeal to whatever it is you are. I believe really, because I've had experiences traveling to different places. I've worked in 27 states in Nigeria, I think. So, guys, someone is asking how many hours is this class? Alpha, you get dates. Esther Mamadou, person they wait for you. Huh? So just keep your mind 3 hours at most, right? That's the time I'm keeping for all my classes. It could be lesser than that, right? But just have it in mind, 3 hours at most, and we should be done. So it's either you eat, pay attention, and our website is www.thehealthtechies.com. Let me type it down here. So PUN, I'm going to bring you up now, guys. Um, how was your training the last time? Just the floor is yours before I start teaching.
Okay. Good day, everybody. My name is Peace, and I'm a past student of the Health Techies Excel free class. And I'm also of it true that the class was a very helpful one to me. That's why I didn't hold back in sharing the flyers. I shared in different groups that they even had to remove me. And they were like, I invaded their privacy. But
I'm very
okay.
good. Sorry.
But then, no problem, Mr. David. Anything for you. So I was glad um, I was able to like share the good news because as in after attending the class, you would not have any reason not to maybe refer people to this class. So the class was very helpful. One, the class is being recorded, but I urge you also come to class. Don't just rely on the recorded classes. Come and ask your questions during the classes. Any place you're finding difficult, you ask questions. If you know the questions, do try to help others. Don't hold back answers. And then be open to learning. Have interactive sections with your classmates. And then just follow what Mr. David is teaching you because the class was very helpful to me. Like, I can tell you that I think the last time I touched Excel was, let me just say, almost 10 years ago. But then he was like, okay, we should not get scared. so far you want to become, as in go find tech from that analytics and the rest, that you need a very good Excel background. But if you don't have any, you shouldn't be afraid that you would excel, you would, Joan, that you would, as a move ahead with the class. So when we started, I just started from like nothing, no experience at all. But look at me today. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know I could go this far with Excel. Like the way Mr. David teaches is very like understandable. Like a very, in a layman understanding, you can easily understand what he's teaching. The formulas are quite simple. The classes are recorded. Anywhere you have issues, you can easily go back and go and check. I can say I'm even a pro in Excel now. Like when I'm done with my internship, and the class is just like free, like very free. Like I've been thanking Mr. David for this wonderful class, because the time he puts into, as in teaching us, cannot even be quantified with anything we can use to pay him back. And I urge you, if you really want to go into tech properly, I urge you to stay back, follow him, don't give up, because you feel like giving up at a point. But if you really want to go far, because nothing is easy in life, I urge you not to give up. And I'll always be here to help out in any way I can. So that's it. So guys, those are asking questions. Just calm down. Everything will be made known to you. Those that are looking for materials that have not seen it, maybe you joined when the material has been shared before. There's also a Discord server where you guys are going to, I think he has already shared the Discord server link. You guys will be there, as in you can interact with everybody. You have threads where you can like search for materials. The link will be dropped after the class. Don't worry. Don't worry. Is Zoom not better than this StreamYard that limits number of entries? No, Zoom is not better because this class is recorded, one. Secondly, when you want to do a Zoom record, Zoom would, as in, take you out or throw you out after 40 minutes of the class. So it means that the class will be divided or maybe joined together after. And then when Mr. David is teaching, he doesn't like noise and he don't like people that will be distracting him. He needs people that would always interact. So if you know you're in this live class and your background is noisy, or maybe you are doing another thing, please just kindly remove yourself and join the YouTube live so that you can listen and then do what you're doing. But if you're in this live class, just know that when he asks a question, you should be able to respond immediately. At least follow him. Even if you don't know the answer, try and make an attempt so that it wouldn't look like he's talking to himself. That's why. And if you're listening to the recording, it would make sense than when he's on Zoom. Everybody will just be talking at intervals. So it doesn't make sense. But for here, it's kind of limited since it's a recorded class. Google team would have been preferable. No, it's not. We did try all these stuffs before we concluded that this place is better. As time goes on, you will still have to agree with me that this place is better. Very amazing. 6 weeks free class. Like his time, everything is so amazing.
All right, thanks so much. I want to start my class immediately, but let me drag your attention to a few points, guys. I just said, let me take a walk to the WhatsApp group, and I discovered that there are a lot of shitty persons there trying to spam the group. So I've decided to lock up all the WhatsApp groups. Conversation should now be taking place in the Discord server. So let me share my screen, guys, and take you guys through the Discord server. Because there are some people that are so poor in their mind, in their head, everything about them screams poverty. So when they come and attempt to scam you, and you fall for it, it means that somewhere in your heart, you have always been poor. You just were waiting for your brother to scam you. Um, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Yes,
Yes.
we
Sir,
can see. Yes.
I can see your screen.
All right, so let's look at some funny comments made by people who are not grateful. Because it's only when you are not grateful that you would attend a class. I didn't ask you to pay anything, and confusing yourself that YouTube consumes data. YouTube consumes data, but you have data to watch music. Huh? When your girlfriend comes to visit, you put on Netflix. You buy shawarma. Huh? Let me not talk about the videos some of you have been watching. Nobody complains it consumes data. But a free class, you come and attend a free class and you are complaining that YouTube consumes data. Please, you can exit the class. YouTube is our best shot for now because we've tried this once and a couple of times. When we put people, especially, let me not mention nationality, but when we put people inside a particular group, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, okay, we discover that there are people who don't even know how to mute themselves. They waste a lot of time. If this class were to be on Zoom, the number of hours I am going to be spending telling people mute yourself, mute yourself, mute yourself would take so much time. Do you guys agree? It's going
Yes,
to take so
true.
much time because a lot of people are not in class. Person won't go see him papa or him mama for hospital, or he won't go see person where they owe him money. You just unmute on top Okada. Oga, mute, mute, mute. You are in class. They won't hear. All right. So, Miss Arika, um, why did you download this app? Because you showed interest that you wanted to be in a free Microsoft Excel class. The class is holding on YouTube. The Discord server is where you come here. Nobody can spam this group because if you spam Discord, unlike WhatsApp, you are going to be thrown out and you can't have access to this place again. That's why I've locked up the WhatsApp groups. I'm supposed to have opened the WhatsApp group so that we can have conversations there, but people are already abusing it. And because I don't want to have those type of distractions. I want to concentrate on teaching my class. That should be it. Zoom, he said Zoom should be a better option. I think I have actually talked about why Zoom is not going to be a better option for us. If you guys were my colleagues in the office or people that I've had a series of meetings with, I don't know half of you, more than half of you. I don't know how tech savvy you are. If you know how to put your hands up, how to mute yourselves and things like that. I don't want to reach that and waste my time in the meeting. I hope that's clear. That's why we are using Zoom. Please, sorry, YouTube. 69 megabyte gone. This guy, that is the amount you use in wasting your life in TikTok. I'm really pissed off reading these things. I think I should just leave you guys.
Honestly, who is saying
Uh,
that? If this group is
I
not
should
okay
just
to you, can you quickly exit? Like someone is spending his free time, his data to teach, and you're also talking. That is
this
why
Miss
people don't
Arika is
value
like she
free
woke up on the
stuff.
wrong side of the bed today.
Honestly, that's not encouraging.
Please, this is a class that you have to prepare yourself for. Anyway, let me leave you guys. This is our first class, so it's pretty much understandable. So this is where you get your materials from. Go to this hashtag April Excel materials. When you click on it, all right, if you follow the instructions clearly, you would see this material right here. Microsoft Excel Masterclass, right? That is the material we are going to be using today. But because this is our first class together, let me come to this place and put the material here again.
If
This
your
person
screen is
Miracle.
blurry, go to your settings and then increase your video quality.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. I think the only group that have not spammed anybody is group 5. Group 1, um, let me see. Group 1, they have a spammer there. Let me check group 5. Okay, group 5 is open. If anybody spam that group, I'm going to close it down. Please, PUN, help me check. Let me drop the mat. Help me check how many people, and those of you in the live section, help me check. This is your class material. Let
So
me
you mean
check
on
how
the
many
Discord
people
server?
have access to this material. I just posted it.
On the Discord server.
Yeah, on the Discord server. Please,
Okay, let me
yeah,
check.
someone click like. I just posted the material there. Can somebody help repost the YouTube link again? I'm taking my time to explain this, guys. Next time I won't.
Please, where is the class holding? I'm only hearing audio sound. Who is saying that? Okay, let me know if I can get the YouTube link and post here.
This is a YouTube link again.
Mr. David,
Yep,
have you shared any material with them? They're all asking of material.
it's right there on the Discord server.
Okay, you guys have heard it.
It's right there on the Discord server. Look at it. Can you guys still see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you can still see my screen, I'm on the Discord server now. This is the material. Okay.
The person that said, can you post the YouTube link? You're commenting from the YouTube. You are here now. Well, you guys should just take it easy. You'll get conversant with this place very soon.
Maureen was suggesting you mute attendees. This Maureen, you probably are not on the YouTube live. How do you mute attendees when I have just a few persons? This person is you are not on YouTube live. You are just dropping a word. Let me reply to her. She's probably not on YouTube live.
Okay, I think, Mr. David, I think you're connected to the Discord Live, the voice channel.
No, I'm not.
So
I'm not connected.
I don't know. I don't know. So what's the problem?
All right, guys. I think I'm done with this place. Every other challenge, PUN help me look at it, and then the virtual assistant will be joining you guys soon. Having said
Okay,
that,
sir.
let me go back to my class.
You are
Is there any
live,
chat?
Rhoda. You are live. You joined live. This is a live class.
Where did she think she was?
I don't know. Many of them are saying that the link to the YouTube is not opening. The link is the class you're in right now. You guys are
And they are
live.
on you, and they are on YouTube asking that the link is not opening. If you are Ijoma, if you are in the Discord, in any of the WhatsApp groups, or you have been following our page on social media, you should have had access to the Discord group.
You guys should not worry about the material. After the teachings, it will get to every groups. If you can't access it now, just listen to the class.
All right, can I continue my class now? Let me find out. Nick, are you see here?
Yes, yes, I am.
All right. Adenike, are you here?
Yes, sir, I'm here, sir.
Okay. Um, is that all? I should add more people. Idong, are you here? Idong, are you here? I can't hear you. Okay. There are people I need to add. Let me throw you out.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
I need responses, guys. If you are live with me, okay, please. Zainab, are you here?
I'm here, sir. I'm here.
Okay. Because you are the only group of persons I'm going to be asking questions from. So now that we have settled our differences and we are becoming friends and lovers, can we now go to where we came to class? Is there anybody that is still wondering um, why we are using YouTube and not Zoom, or maybe their pastor's microphone? Is there anybody still confused as to why they are in class? All those scammers, if you have been looking for who to insult today, please begin to insult them. I didn't send anybody message. Hmm? If you have any question, for those who are live here with me, please be checking the comment section for me. Neka, Denike, Zainab, Idong, PUN, guys.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Also check the Discord server. If there's anybody that is causing trouble, send me a personal message on WhatsApp, and I'm going to throw the person out.
Okay, sir.
Now, before I start, guys, I need you guys watching to confirm that you can see my screen. This is my Excel. I need you guys to confirm that you can see my screen and that you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I can. I can see your screen and I can hear you clearly.
Okay.
I guess you are using an earphone also. I think that's what is affecting your network. Because when you're mute, there's this sound that comes.
Do we have responses from the
Yes, they say you should write down, sir. Write down.
Okay. So first and foremost, guys, you're welcome to Dial Tech's Microsoft Excel. Basic to advanced. This material belongs to Dial Consultants and Techies Limited, Africa's most affordable data and solutions-driven consulting and edtech firm. We have trained over 12,000 students from more than 6 countries since inception. If you got this material, it means you enroll for one of our Microsoft Excel courses. You are legally bound not to share or use our intellectual property with anyone and for purposes different from what it has been intended for. In any case, you want to take permission to use material, please email dialtechies@gmail.com or davidfrancis@dialconsults.com. I am Microsoft certified, like I said, and I'm going to be taking you guys from basic to advanced Microsoft right away. So, getting started, we need to look at a few things that we can start learning using Microsoft Excel. Now, before I start, guys, let me ask this question. Should I just forget about teaching basic Excel and just move over straight to intermediate? Let me get your responses, please. Should I leave basic Excel, just go straight to intermediate? Because I don't want to be teaching people that already very good with Excel.
If you are
Come on, guys.
hearing
I
two
need.
voices, maybe you joined
Sir.
the live stream and you're also on the YouTube, so you have to go out from one.
Hmm.
So
Okay,
they say you
only
should
four
start from
people said I
basic.
should start from basic. For the rest of you, Baba, una too
1,
sabi am.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Sir,
6,
you can start from basic, sir.
there are
Who
7,
they talk to?
8,
Who is that?
9. They are
Nike,
increasing. They say you should
Adenike.
start from basic.
Adenike, okay.
Yes, sir.
Adenike, are you in Nigeria?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, I should start from basic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
All right. I think the majority of everyone here, um, PUN, take a peep at somebody's name is Nigerian on Netflix. Is this person okay? Are you normal?
Mr. David.
Huh? Nigerian on Net. Come on, guys. How will I be calling Nigerian on Net? Is that your name? Is that the one your mama gave to you? Super Skill Godwin. Guys, please use your real name. This is a professional place. Um, okay, I should start from basic. I think everyone. So PUN, take a peep at the Discord server.
Okay,
Um,
sir.
and see what's going on. Make person no use callers, they cut other people throat. And we are here thinking everybody's normal.
They are very normal here. They say you
Okay.
should start from
Hallelujah.
basic.
All
Amen.
right. So I'm going to start from basic. So that's the material I want to share. Let me search for it immediately. You can imagine the number of the minutes I spent trying to calm everybody now. Imagine what would have happened if we used Zoom or Microsoft Teams. You use 30
It's
minutes to
very
tell everyone to
traumatizing.
mute so that you use 30 minutes to tell everybody to mute so that you and then use another 30 minutes to explain why people need to recharge their phones with data
Honestly.
to attend a class online. All right. Can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's fine.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. So I'm going to. What do you see on the screen, please? Let me be sure you can see what's there.
For now, data entry and
Data,
Microsoft
Data
data
Excel.
entry
entry
and
and Microsoft
Microsoft
Excel
Excel.
material class.
Master class.
Okay,
Basic to
good, good.
advanced.
Nice. Towards the end of this class, if somebody will remind me, some of you don't know that you can actually start making money from using Microsoft Excel to analyze data. You've been hearing of data entry, right?
Yes, sir.
And and part of what I'm going to be teaching you in this course is how to be a good data entry specialist.
Okay.
And if you are very patient with learning, taking your assessment seriously, as from today, I give assessment on every class because I don't want people to just go ahead. And we take note of all this. When I say submit your assessment on the Discord server, because I can't, the matter of fact, open the WhatsApp group now, but there are demons with two horns and 12 tails in those groups. So I'm going to stick to the Discord server where I feel I could just see all of you. Meanwhile, as we proceed, the WhatsApp group would be incredibly useful to divide you guys into internship groups going forward. No, so having said that, pay absolute attention. I'm like I said, if someone wants to remind me rather towards the end of today's section to show you places, a few places, because there are opportunities to share more later on in your class. A few places where you can get certain opportunities as a data entry specialist using Microsoft Excel, definitely. So that's my name right there, the email and the what and the it was written in 2012, and so that's me. PON and I agree that I'm the most handsome tutor you'd ever have in your life. So let's leave all of this because it's so yeah. Basically, if you can check the things that are written here, the things that you can do with Microsoft Excel. Guys, I'm not going to be spending so much time on theory trying to explain any of these things. But maybe when you go back to the recording of this video, kind of take your time to read everything here to understand what it's all about. But I'm going to try to put the practice into the theory. How does that sound? So our training is going
Sounds
to be
good.
hands-on. So we have prepare magnificent charts. These are things we can do with Excel. Visually aiding for conditional formatting. We are going to look at that trend identification, and then we are going to look at how you can bring anything. So we're going to look at these four things today quickly, and then as we proceed, we are going to be looking at some of these advanced Excel, intermediate to advanced Excel functions. We're going to take our time to look at most of them. Okay, so data entry is very, very important as well. As you can see, a list of the things that you can do with data entry, from copying and pasting, web research, product listing, converting PDF to Word, editing it, Excel contact details, data mining, data collection, contact details search, email finding, email list, e-commerce listing, business card entry, data entry. These are things you can do as a data entry specialist. So I took my time to explain what product listing is. And you guys have been seeing something like this online, right? Where you go, you want to buy a shirt, you see the number of shirt, the type of shirts. Okay, let's look at a typical what e-commerce platform is popular amongst you guys.
Jumia or Alibaba, AliExpress, sorry.
Okay, Jumia or AliExpress. Okay. So you can go there. This you see shirts, you see colorful things like this, and you see the price, you see the color. You can filter all of them, right? You guys have been seeing something like this. You see the amount and so on. Abby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
this thing, as much as the front end is designed by a software engineer or all the UI UX guys, the back end, most of them, the organization of this data is done by people who are data entry specialists. So they get to write the t-shirt color, the price for all the colors, and then they upload it to a server, and the person who is designing will use that information to make these designs you see. So everything we are going to be teaching you, we are going to make sure we make it a little bit more practical so that you get to experience it firsthand. You get to understand how it is used and things like that. So next time you go visit Jumia, Ali Konga, is it Ali Konga, Abi Ali Musa, Abi waiting? I don't know. Uh,
AliExpress.
okay, AliExpress, Amazon, and even when in the US, like you want to order meals, right, from maybe Uber Eats, or you want to get it from any of the delivery services. What else? Uber Eats. What am I forgetting this stuff? Ah, da, 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 da. God, this is why a woman is very good in my life now, because now women with the order food for like this. So Uber Eats. I'm trying to remember a list of them. Come on, who is in the US here? Let me see. We have Uber Eats. We have DoorDash. Yeah, remember we have DoorDash. Then we have this one that I think is a startup, came out 2 years ago. Just a couple of them. Uber Eats is very popular, right? So you can like order things from any of the stores, and then they'll just kind of bring it. It's just like coming to pick you back in Nigeria, right? It's like coming to pick you from your location, like the Bolt or Uber or whatever driving stuff. They come pick you up. So instead of coming to pick you up, they're actually going to pick your food and then come to your place or your apartment. Could be your office, just could be anywhere, as long as you put a location. Then they just come deliver the stuff to you. So that's why I keep telling people it's very possible for you to stay in an apartment and you don't even know who your neighbor is, because you are getting food from DoorDash or Uber Eats, right? You have your water, your electricity, you have everything. You are working from home. So if you like, you can leave. If you don't like, you have your gym, whatever it is. You have everything indoors, phone, Netflix, all of those things is right there. The only thing that will come into your room is maybe if you have a partner that comes to visit, or you know food, or maybe a friend comes to visit. So you can be in your room 1 month, you're not going anywhere, you're taken care of. So have an idea of how these things work. That's why I'm telling you this. When you have an idea, anytime you visit some of these apps, just know that behind these apps is somebody that is very good with data entry, putting the shirt, the shoes, the sweaters, the knits, the dresses, the pants, the outwear, the sale, the price, the color, the brand, and so on and so forth. And data mining, we're going to be talking about this towards the end of your course. And then example of how data mining is going to be helping businesses improve their performances. Is this thing covering me? Yes. And then we are competitiveness, and what else we have? Steps to data mining. We're going to be looking at some of these going forward: contacts, email search, and listing. And then these are a list of places that can help you build your portfolio or build your experience as a data entry specialist. These are places you get contact of people, professors, lead generation. All those people that call you. If you are in the this happens a lot of time. They call you in the US, right? They'll be like, oh, we are wondering, we know you just packed into X and Y apartment. We're wondering if you need this service and this service or that service. So basically people have contacts of different places, different people, different companies, not just LinkedIn or YouTube. These are a list of places I'm pretty sure some of you were not aware of. And then some search engines aside Google. How many of you know Zoom, Info, Global Database, Rocket Reach, Discover, or Cognizant, Lush, Apollo? We have Google, of course, Ask.com, AOLsearch.com, Wow.com, Bing.com. So how many of you were familiar with a list of these other search engines? Anybody? Aside Google.
I know Bing.
You know Bing, okay?
Yes.
Is that all?
I know Apollo. I know
You know
Apollo.
Apollo.
But
Okay,
Apollo.
because
Yes.
you get Apollo. Maybe you can get Apollo.
Lead scraper, lead leaper as well.
You know what?
Yeah, I know about Apollo.
Lead leaper, lead scraper for building for lead generation.
Oh, nice. What's your name?
Don't I said
Okay, you don't answer. That's nice. Every Nigerian should know Apollo, because once in their life they have gotten Apollo. Whether it's a search engine or it's in their eyes, they will know. Um, Apollo, there's a medical term for it. That disease that happens to you on your eye.
It's
What's the
polio
medical
now.
term? What?
It's
It's
not
polio.
polio, it's Apollo.
It's not polio. It
it's
happens
not polio.
like
Sounds like
Okay.
conjunctivitis.
It's
what
not
is
the
the
one that
medical
happened.
term for it?
Yes.
Like you have a blotted
The
eye,
swollen eye.
and it's actually
Mm-hmm.
transferable, right? If you look at
Yes.
somebody for a while, it's the only
Someone said conjunctivitis.
yes, something jitis.
Conjunctivitis.
Conjunctivitis, so
Activities is a very
that's
sick
the medical
disease
term.
of the
That
brain.
person goes school. Hmm? So that is the only situation in life that somebody, even if I love you, you tell me, baby, look into my eyes. I know go look, huh? Because it's not going to work. All right. So, guys, that's the material that I was going to share with you. And for us to go straight into business, let's go back here. Remember, rows and columns. We're going to start with rows and columns. Anybody? Remember, we're starting from basics. So don't feel offended if you already know what some of these things are. So I'm going to have to go to a new page to explain rows and columns, right? So, and for those of you who are pretty aware of what rows and columns is, can someone take me through what rows and column is, or are? What are rows? How do you identify rows, and how do you identify columns? PUN.
Yes, sir.
Don't answer. Oh. You are old cargo.
Mhm.
And are human beings still fighting in the Discord group
Let me check.
on the
Some of them are
on
still suggesting Zoom. I don't know why they should be doing that. I just chose to ignore them anyway.
okay, they are still suggesting Zoom.
They will get used
Well,
to this one. They
they,
don't have to
they
bother.
will, they will. Just
Of
load
course.
your data. I know saying now that NB where they won't use or run one or two things this night, nine they paying them. So the class is free, internet is not free. So guys, anyone wants to explain what rows and columns are? Because that's where Excel starts, generally speaking.
Yes,
I'm
from the
not going to
comment
spend
section,
time.
Juliet
Okay,
is
there's a some.
talking.
Okay,
Can I
let me.
talk?
Juliet said rows are
Yeah, you can go
horizontal.
ahead.
Please
Those
go
who are
ahead. Who
contributing,
wants to
those are the
talk?
people that I'm going to know their names and pay attention to them. So if I'm asking questions, guys, please try to Haroyal, Haroyal. Now your real name be that talk through. You said rows are horizontal and columns are vertical. Okay, perfect. In MSC, John, rows are vertically arranged while columns are horizontally arranged. Okay, 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 okay. Jennifer, you are late to this game. My screen is blurry. Somebody have responded to how you can make your screen to be unblurry. There's an English like that. Okay. Columns start from A, B, C, D. Okay, this is a good one. This now I love this response. I love this response from Favor Ben. This is a very distinct and clear explanation of what rows and columns are. Because anyone who is pretty new to Excel will definitely, the first thing you see is A, B, C, D, right? And one, two, three, four. Not
Yeah.
you will be shocked to know that some people will not know what is even horizontal or vertical. Am I saying the
Sure.
truth?
Yes, sir.
Very true.
Sure, yeah.
But I mean, a greater majority would know A, B, C, D, and one, two, three, four. So, favor Ben, I give this to you. Um, I should send you a bottle of wine. Rows are horizontal. Okay, guys. I think a greater percent or a greater majority of you know what rows and columns are. So, for those who are pretty new to Excel, let me go back and tell you what rows and columns are all about. So if you see A, B, C, D, E, F. These are all called what? Columns. So we can have column A, column B, column C, column D, all the way to column Z. And when you get to column Z, you have it doesn't stop just here. You start all over again. A B, A C, A D, A E, A, and so on, all the way to AZ, and then you start all over again to BA, BB, BC, BD, all the way to Z. Are we together? And then you have rows here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, all the way down to 1,000. I think there are even more. 1,000, I think. So those are rows and those are columns. Now, if I click on something like, and I want to call favor, okay, I want to call favor. Can somebody tell me what column is favor located and what row is favor located?
P26.
What?
P16. P16. Sorry, P16.
Q6.
Q what?
P16.
Q6. 6.
No. So
Q6.
you fail it too.
Favor.
Q6.
Q16. Q16.
Not 16. Q6.
Okay, J, I see you. J Infomedia.
They're asking you of column. Did he say cell? Column, not
Oh,
cell.
sorry, didn't say
Sir,
cell. Sorry,
what
sorry.
column?
True.
What column?
True.
What
Column
column?
Q.
Column Q.
Q.
I never write it. I never send an exam and not they fail. Column Q. Now, what role is favor?
6.
Row 6.
All right. Now, let me write another one. Tinubu. Una Tinubu. Let me expand it. Now, what column and what role is Tinubu?
U10.
Column U and row 10.
Row 10.
Good. Now, listen, if I click on this particular box, which we are going to call cell, you are going to see the name Tinubu written on a place called the formula bar, and you are going to see the location, which is U. You click on U, right? And then 10.
10.
You are going to see, if I click here, you are going to see it located here, U10. And this place is where you see everything that you have written on your Microsoft Excel. It is called the name box, while this is called the formula bar. So let's try one more. Let's try one more thing. Good. So which cell is good located?
W7.
W7. True or false?
True.
W7. Greatness tips. Greatness. You don't give people tip for this life. Say that it's don't turn your name. Favor Ben, yeah, W7. Not too long. Row 6. Jen, Kamara, Q. Okay. Good to see all these. Who is this person? Musa with a small letter. Okay, she said now. Good for you. All right, now that we have established the fact that we all know what columns and rows are on Excel, let's proceed, please. Let's go back to our first chart, our first sheet. So we now know what rows are, okay? Now, the next thing we want to do is what? Who can read the second thing?
Prepare a magnificent chart.
Prepare magnificent charts. That is what we are going to do now. So, guys, I'm not interested in explaining what is home, what is inside, all this theoretically. The more we proceed, the more we pick lessons and the more we know what to do. So we are going to prepare charts, and this is where your first assessment will start from today. The class is 1 hour pass, so We still have time. So we want to create some charts. Let's say someone give me a table. Okay, since this is our first class, let me put names. Let me put products. Let me put
Location.
okay, location. Let me put amount. So I want to teach you guys how to create a table of anything now. So those of you on the live call, call names for me. Those on the call your names. Tell me a product that you are familiar with and your location, how much is going to be sold for. So let's go. Shoot.
NECA.
NECA. NECA what?
Water bottle. NECA Salo.
NECA Salo.
Kalu. KLU. KALU.
Okay, Carlo. Okay. All right. Before I proceed, let me just put another thing here. Give me another name, guys.
Adenike.
Adenigini.
Adenike.
Adenike. This one?
Yes. No, it's Nike. Nike.
IKE.
Okay, Nike. Okay.
Nike. Yes.
Adenike. Okay. So what's your second name?
Oni. ONI.
ONI. All right.
Yes, sir.
Another person?
Sir, from the comment section, Onyi Gold.
Oni Gold.
YI.
Onyi Gold.
ONYI. Okay,
Okay,
just leave it.
Oni
Let's
Gold.
go.
Okay. Yeah, another person.
Oluchi.
Nancy.
Nancy. Nancy what?
Nancy Ibro. That's what I'm saying. IBRO.
IBRO.
Yeah, let's go with a guy now. Godson. Godson, what's your
God.
surname? Put Tinubu for him.
Godson Tinubu. Okay. Who
That
else?
makes come for you.
Hope Chime.
Hope.
Yes. Hope.
Chinwe.
Chime. CHIME.
CHIME.
Yes.
Okay. Let's look at what we have now. What do you guys notice from this table? What do you notice from this table? Like under the names, under the names column. Which column is that again?
P.
Good.
The names are longer than the cell.
The what?
The names are longer than the cell.
The names are
Exactly.
longer than the cell.
So what can we do when names are longer than the cell? What steps can we take?
We are going to put
I
our
think we can
cursor
extend
up
this
on the
cell.
line.
Okay, one person, yeah.
Okay, we can extend the cell by clicking on using our cursor to the P, the line after P, then we drag it a bit. Yes, we drag it a bit.
All right. So guys, if
because
you are not
have to change
familiar,
to a plus sign for it to work.
okay. So if you are not familiar with how to do this, each time you are typing and you want to expand, you can either come here and drag, all right, and just expand. I'll tell you guys another short form of doing that. Or if you take it down, just come here and do what? And double click twice. Double click is bam bam, huh? As if you are slapping your enemy twice. 1, 2, and it will open, huh?
Okay.
So that is how to do it. Now, the second thing I want to teach
You have
you guys
someone from China here.
From China.
With the type of name the person is answering.
Okay.
He said,
yes. I normally
I
have
don't even know.
Chinese in my class.
What?
So what's the
Kaiwa
person's
Chan.
name?
Kaiwa Chan. He commented at 5:07. Oh, I'm sorry, 3:06. 3:06. Kaiwan Chan. He said you can use test wrap. That was what caught my attention anyway.
Okay, I can use text wrap. That's fine. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
All right. So yeah, we can use text wrap, but let me use text wrap so that the person would. So for product, what are we putting? What product do you use?
He said water bottle. Neck, I said water bottle.
Yes, I did. I said water bottle.
Okay, water bottle. So what's your location?
Location, Lagos. Lagos.
Okay, let's be done with the product column. Adeniki.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Bag.
What product? What?
Channel. Channel bag.
Just say
Bag.
bag.
Huh.
Bag.
Oni Gold.
If you know your name is on this screen, write your location and product name. So I'll be calling it.
Oni Gold.
So I write pen for her or phone.
Nancy.
Mr. Baby.
Fridge.
What? These people are wasting my time. Let me just be
Cotton said headset.
Fridge.
Cotton said headset.
Headset.
So guys, the next thing we want to do right now is that text wrap. So instead of dragging it right here.
Please, if you know your baby is with you, mute. So write down.
I don't have a baby now. I don't have a baby. I'm still looking.
No, it's not Zaina. The person has muted. It's not
I'm
Zaina.
sorry.
Okay. Then I'm saying you don't have a baby. You don't want to have baby. You have baby.
Husband first before baby.
You have baby, yeah?
Husband first before baby.
No, these days you don't even need husband. You can buy something and put it in something. Okay, let's continue. So for water bottle, right? If you want to text wrap, instead of just coming here to drag,
You click on the water bottle.
Click on it, right? Go to your home menu, look for text wrap, then click on it. Wrap text. You can see now it is on the same line. It didn't move to another column. Do you guys see that, right?
Without expanding, yes.
Exactly. But for this purpose, I don't want to use text wrap. I want to see all of them on one straight line. So for location, NECA, what should we put?
Lagos.
Okay. Lagos, Deniki.
Ibadan. Yes, sir.
Abuja.
Nancy.
Imo.
Godson.
Ondo.
Hope.
Kogi.
All right, for amount, for water bottle, let's say we can put 100.
7,000.
For one, is it for one? Or
yes,
for a pack?
Yes, sir. For one, it depends on the brand, though. It depends on the brand, anyway. You can get for 1,500, you can get for 500. Depends on the brand. So let's go with the amount.
Let's do 1,500.
Okay.
For bag,
7,000.
7,000. See as you sharp mouth.
Yes, boss.
When you go this product, how much do you buy on a normal day?
Let's do 1,000.
1,000. Okay. Nancy, how much you buy your pot?
2,500.
500. Okay. Godson,
20,500, not 500.
20,500.
We use 500 in our pot.
Oh, okay. Fridge.
95,000.
95,000. Then Chime gone.
Let's leave it for the person that wrote the gun.
So 500,000. Okay, guys. Now that we are done putting our data, all right. This thing that we are doing very easy, but this is what data entry specialists do almost all the days of their life. They spend a lot of hours to insert data like this. It could be shoes, it could be bags, it could be product category, it could be prices, it could be location. Have you ever downloaded an app and you want to order something and they are telling you that that product is not available in your location? Have you guys done anything
Yes.
like that? Have you
Yes, sir.
experienced
Yes.
anything?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
What do you think happened? It means that when the data entry specialist was filling the form of the product, he or she or they didn't put the location. So your location was not existent. I discovered that PayPal and some fintech companies are not operational in some African countries. True or false?
True. True.
True.
That is because their data cannot actually access the location data of Nigeria, unlike Google. In fact, even Google Map, there are some places. Maybe you wanted to go to church. Maybe you're driving. The church, a friend invited you to the church for the first time, and send you a location. You could just drive and just follow the Google Map, but because the Google Map was not like doesn't know the location, if you carry you go person toilet self.
Or boost.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So give me a minute. Let me drop a message on WhatsApp. All right. Can we continue?
Someone asked a question. Can I read it out, sir?
Please go ahead. Read it.
The person asks, when entering a data, do we start from column A or anywhere? I'm asking because for the purpose of the example, we started from P. That's the question, sir.
Yeah, it depends on what you want. If you want to organize your data set, you can start from column A. If you want it to, it depends on what you want really. You can start anywhere. You can decide to start from the first column, for instance, assuming I want to start from the first column. Now watch, I'm going to highlight everything here. By the way, let me use this opportunity to teach you guys something.
Okay.
Let me use this opportunity to teach you guys something. You see that I've clicked outside the table. Do you notice that?
Yes.
Now, if I click Control A on my laptop, what do you notice? It highlights.
It highlights everything.
Everything.
Highlights all.
It highlights everything on your data set. From your A to your Z to your 1000, it highlights everything. But when you put your cursor inside any body of text and you do Control A, what do you notice?
It highlights the work you're on.
It highlights only what you are working on. Please take notes so that you don't go and click outside and then highlight all and then you copy and then you expect when you take it to another page and paste. You are going to paste everything, including the things you didn't want or intended to copy. So make sure you copy, put the cursor in the body of your work and then Control A and Control C. All right, I'm going to type it here.
Control. I thought I was copying to put it there.
Control plus A equals to what? Highlight all.
Highlight all.
Good. And then we have Control C. Control plus C equals to what? Copy. And then we also have paste. Okay. Control
V
plus V equals to what? Paste. So these are the shortcuts I'll be using most of the time. So please take notes and take note of these. So I'm going to Control A, highlight all this, then Control C, I've copied it. So I'm going to go up all the way to my first column. I'm going to go all the way to my first column, right? And then I'm going to put my cursor here because I want it to start from there. And then I'm going to click Control V and I paste. So what do you notice? Everything is still scattered, right? So what do? I'm going to use a shortcut to make sure that everything is normal. So I'm going to click Alternate Shift HOI, and that is it. Let me type it down. Alternate plus Shift, and together you press your H plus O plus I. You see that? So I didn't need to expand all of this. Are we still following? I didn't need to expand all of this manually. I just highlight all, then I press plus Shift plus H plus O and I together. Did anybody try it in the comment section? The best way to learn this thing is to try this. Ifunaya, I don't know. Where is this background noise coming from?
They should please mute. People are really complaining.
Adenike, is the noise from your background?
Not at all, sir.
The person has a baby. The person has a baby.
Idong, is that you?
Others are waiting to join. Please, if your background is noisy, just leave. I could not even come in. Immediately, my network threw me out. Yesterday was already filled.
Zainab, is that you?
No, it's not Zainab. I think it's Neka. But she apologized before, but she should try and put her baby away.
Can someone help you with the baby? Can you bring the baby to me?
The baby is no longer here. Because before the baby actually talked.
Okay. Waiting the baby wants now. Food. As in breast milk.
Mr. David. Let's go ahead.
I beg, sorry, yeah. I hope the baby is not distracting you as well. Because
no, I'm listening. All
right. It shows determination that you want to be here, So let's continue, should we?
Right on.
Yes, sir.
So that is a short form, alternate plus shift plus H plus O plus I. And with that, I was able to I didn't need to expand anything manually. So let me ask this question. This data looks very there is no makeup on this data. I want us to add some makeup to it quickly. So can someone tell me how can I make this data set? This is called a data set because it is made up of a data that's properly arranged. So how can we make these data sets arranged this way on columns and rows to appear appealing? Because we are going
We
to
can
actually
put
visualize this. We're working on this right now. So yeah,
we can put border. We can
border.
highlight the we can highlight the name on top.
Okay.
So that
All right. That's brilliant. Can you guys check the comment section, please? Let's see if
They said use colors, add a table. Someone said add a table. Juliet.
Okay. Okay. Nice. We are going to be talking about tables sometime in
Someone
future.
said highlight headers.
Highlight headers. Okay. Nice one. What else?
Humble, what are we formatting? You said we should format. What are we formatting?
Okay, let me take the move given the differences here. So I'm going to go to column 1, right? Highlight the columns, the column headers. These are called column headers: names, product, location, and amount. Then I'm going to go to this field colored here, right? Where you have the field color. I'm going to open it. I'm going to choose red. Okay. Then I'm going to go to this one. It's called the font color. I'm going to choose, let's say, yellow. All right. So we have red and yellow. That's just a way of making this whole thing colorful. So another thing we can do is if we go to the amount column, what do you think we can do to it to make it make sense? Remember, your job as we grow to become a data analyst is to make the data that have been given to you to make sense to people. Are we still together? So right now, this amount column does not make sense to me as a data analyst. What can we add to make sense?
Favor Ben said you should add a currency.
A currency. This Favor Ben. Favor Ben. Let me look at her face again, in case I want to put her in my prayers.
Sir, you know her already now.
I guess she was in the last class.
Was she in the last class?
No, not in the last class, the new data analyst class. So
I know I've seen that face somewhere.
Oh, okay. Hope, you said you tried using alternate plus shift plus it didn't give you the desired result. Press your alternate and shift together, and then and then this and then I'm saying is like a comma on that action. Alternate shift. Just pause, breathe in. Then you go and press HOI. Do it like that. Just press alternate and shift key together, breathing with one hand. Then with the other hand, you can now locate HOI. Press it one after the other, HOI, just like that, and it will work. If it doesn't work, come and confess.
Sauda said you should add currency for accounting format. Add accounting format. Some say
Exactly. So we are going to go forward. We are going to add currency. So one way to go about it is either highlight all, and when you click highlight all, it means you are highlighting everything on this column, including the empty spaces. Are you following me? If you do like this,
Yes, sir.
it means you are highlighting everything on column D, including the empty spaces, so that any number you put on those empty spaces is going to appear with the currency. But in this case, we don't want the empty spaces to have currency formatted. So we are going to simply just highlight from column D, that is row 2, all the way to row 7. And then go to your home menu. You can either go to your accounting. You can see currency here. You can either click this one, it's going to show you in dollars, or you go back, click accounting. It's going to show you in accounting format. You can see this is different from the first one. Did you guys notice the difference? The first one was the dollar was together. They do gum body. Currency.
Accounting
Then you
kept
go
it
to
aside.
accounting, they don't divorce. The dollar don't go one side. So those are the two ways. Now, because the majority of you here are from Nigeria, Nigerians, I always open this dollar sign, open the drop down. You are going to see other currencies. Click on more accounting formats. Open it. Are we still here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
More accounting format is going to open right now. Good. So you are going to see a dialog box. When you see this dialog box, guys, go just leave it on accounting because we are looking at accounting. Go to where you have symbol, open the drop down, then scroll down and look for your currency. All right, so we have the Naira currency. They even put a do Naira fufu there. I don't know what that was. That a maybe na fufu they been one put there. Anyway, you have Hausa, Ibibio, Nigeria. You have Igbo, Kanuri. You have Yoruba. So if we choose Yoruba Naira, then you click on OK. All right. So what do you notice? Something is looking like hashtag plenty times. Who can tell me what the problem is? What do you notice? We have a new Naira currency, and then the last one, column 7, we have hashtags. Why is that so?
Because the that figure is not completely showing, so it's showing hashtag. But if we expand, the total figure will show. Guess it.
Exactly. You are a wise woman. So just drag it and it will show. So now we have all the currency. All right, guys. Now that we are done putting our fictional data set, the next thing is to visualize it. But before we visualize it, I want to teach you guys a very important lesson about primary and secondary keys. Primary and secondary keys. Now, let me take you guys down. Let me scroll down and teach you guys that. So we have what is called, if you go to a particular place, you have what is called customer ID, you have location, you have sales, and you have products. Okay. Now, I want you guys to look at, let's say, customer ID. All this is an ID. This one is ID. This one is an ID. These are all IDs, right? And then location. Let's just put one location, Los Angeles. Okay. And then drag down. Then
Our life
sales.
class students, so you are not talking. It's only Nika.
Then sales. I want to put this one. I want to put
Yeah,
this.
here.
This.
Nika, are you the one talking?
Yes, I'm the one talking.
Yeah, yeah.
Please, you push your mute and talk, please. Respond.
We are just trying to listen and concentrate.
Laptop. Pins.
He needs people that will respond.
So we have this and we have. Now, can you guys look at this? Can you guys look at this table? What is that one thing that is okay? Let me put sales dollars. Good. What is that one thing that is the primary column or the primary key? Without that column, everything we've typed here is not going to make sense. Anybody?
The product.
Okay, that's a good one.
Customer ID.
Is it the customer ID? I'm thinking it's customer ID. I don't know.
You're asking me. Take the call.
I think
Just
it's
say,
customer
just say
ID.
anything. Just make the class lively. Say what you think.
What column is very important on this data
Somebody
set?
said everything.
Without that column, this data
Esther,
set
it
is
can't be
not
everything.
complete and it's not
Somebody
going to
said
make any
everything.
sense.
No.
Somebody said
It
everything.
can.
Mhm.
It's the product. It's the product.
The
That person
product.
must be very. That person must be very polygamous.
Okay, somebody
It's
said
not the
column 19, the header.
no.
Oh.
The header is not the most important thing.
Column
What
Column
about
19.
D.
most people went for customers ID.
Customer
Column is
ID is not
letter,
the most
so
important.
please.
It's the product because the product that's telling us what we are analyzing.
Okay. Let me ask this question as a business person. If I am employing you as a data entry specialist and I
Okay.
give you this table, what do you think I am most interested in?
Column F. The money.
The
The
money.
money, oh.
The
Ah,
money. The
Jerry,
money.
Sales.
the money. All of you talk saying customer ID. Waiting, who customer ID help?
Nobody.
The money. Sales. Okay, I could see the comment section. Sales, happiness, Chidera, Augustina. The money is important because that is why I brought you in the first place, to experience my business and tell me whether I am making sales or not. I didn't bring you to my business to tell me how many products I have. I brought you there to tell me how many sales I am going to be making or not. So that particular column, the sales column, is what is called what? The primary key. And every other thing is what is called secondary. When I mean primary and secondary, I mean in primary key, every other column is dependent on it. The customer ID is just like your BVN or NIN or Social Security. Or is it possible for one customer to have an ID with another customer, the same ID? No. Is it
No,
possible
no, it's
for
not
you to have
possible.
the same? Is it possible for you to have the same bank account with another person?
No,
No.
It's
no.
not. But it's possible for you to be in the same location with another person, right? It's also possible that you are buying the different product from another person or probably it's the same product. So there's no how. The primary key is so distinct because that is what is driving this business to success. Are you seeing what I'm okay? Let me give you guys another one now because we are going to visualize all these things that you're seeing right here. Can someone give me? I've given you guys two fictional data sets now. Can someone give me a fictional data set, the third and last one? What should we be looking at this time around? We've looked at names, product, location, amount. We've looked at customer ID, location, sales, products. Can someone be creative?
Can we do a classroom data analysis? Like
Okay.
maybe number of people that take a particular subject or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. So how do we title the columns?
Okay. We can start with name. Then we
Names.
type like
Subject.
Courses.
Is it courses? I don't know.
Okay. Courses. Okay. And scores, right?
grade.
Yes,
Yes,
Or
course.
grade
grades.
also.
Okay, let's do grades. Good. This is a good one. So some of you should give me your names. Okay, let me just copy these
Yinka.
names.
Okay.
Copy
Fine.
these ones and then paste them here. And for the courses, let's look at maybe Excel, SQL Server, Tableau,
Okay.
Python, Power BI, and we have Excel.
We've written Excel before.
Great.
We've written Excel.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, that's true.
Two students
Because the
can
names,
take the same.
yeah, the names are different.
So we have for this person will have an A. Next person will have A. Another person will have C,
D.
B, D, and F.
A.
Hope no vex. So I'm not saying you failed, but it is well. So now let's look at this. This is the third data set, guys. Let's look at this clearly. Now, can somebody tell me which column is the most important?
The grade.
This one is tricky. Which column is the primary key or the primary column?
Grade.
Why? Why is it grades?
Because the grade will tell us how many people pass a particular subject.
Let me look at the comment section. I don't.
Live class students, if you don't want to say something, you should exit so that people that want to talk can come in. That is why you are here. You can observe
who has
the
been
live
the one talking?
YouTube.
Who has been the one talking?
It's been Nneka that has been contributing. Like if I'm not here now and then Zainab, it means she's the only one. And that's the essence of this live class. I said it before we started.
Denike. Let me remove her. It's like somebody is giving you food to eat.
Sir,
Why just stop now?
Just give them this because you know they are new to it, sir.
They should just respond.
They are trying. No, they have to move because of noise.
Is he down here?
I'm still here. I'm here.
Please, you push your response.
Are you busy with class or something else?
I'm here.
I know you are here. Are you busy with the class or with something else?
No, I'm not busy.
Okay. All right. Courses. This one said courses. Samuel, the grades because it will help you know performance. Exactly. This is a good explanation because of performance. So we are looking at grades. So I agree with you guys. The ID, the grades. Oh, Valentine, am I too fast? You said I'm too fast. Okay. The grades, exactly. But now, yeah. You can always ask questions, guys, if I'm too fast. By the way, tomorrow is Easter. Should we have the class by 2 or we push it to evening? Let's talk about it now.
Evening, sir.
Evening, what time? Please put the time you will be attending this class tomorrow.
Maybe by 6 or 7.
After your Easter celebration.
Maybe by 6 or 7.
Don't just put evening. Time. Be exact.
Maybe 6 or 7.
Okay. I'm
7 is okay.
The live section as well.
Yes, we should just keep an eye on it. Evening. 8 p.m. 7.
Chicha Rachel, I should push it to evening. I'll use my 2 hands and push it to evening. 2 p.m. is fine. Okay. Is nobody inviting you to go and eat chicken tomorrow?
So majority pick 7.
Majority is 7 p.m.
Majority
Seven.
pick 7.
Okay.
Yeah,
Majority pick 7.
Majority pick 7.
7 p.m.
All right. Will they attend the class? Because if I'm adjusting my schedule for tomorrow, come back and nobody's attending the class, I will not be happy. Um, for those of you choosing 2 p.m., please just know that 2 p.m. is 9 a.m., right? The US. And some of us will want to sleep and celebrate the resurrection in our sleep. Okay, I think we'll look at 7, between 7:15, 7:30. I think that has been sorted. So let's continue with the class. Please, let's keep it at 7. Majority, if you choose, you look at it's only for tomorrow though. From next week, we'll continue with 2 p.m., 9 a.m. Chinelo, some of us are outside Nigeria. Of course, I know that. So if we are not looking at 7, Muslim prayer by 7. Okay, guys, just prepare between 7 and 8. Okay, between
Yes,
7
I
and
think because of the people that want to break their fast.
yeah, between 7 and 8.
Mm.
Just prepare. Between 7 and 8, you will hear from me after the class. Let me continue, please, so that we cover this chart today. So, guys, the primary key here is the grade because without the grade, we're not going to be able to solve for the students' or performance. So, I hope by now you guys have a fair idea of what primary columns and secondary columns are. Primary
Yes, sir.
columns are, generally speaking, columns that other columns are dependent upon to make sense. For instance, names, courses depend on grades to make sense of the performance of each student. Okay? Sales is a primary key or primary column, meaning the product, the location, customer ID, they all get hinged under the sales column because we want to know this customer, this location, how much product did this person in this location buy. That is what we are interested in. So if we look at this one, the first one we did, what do you think is the primary key? Each one should be simple. What do you think is the primary key? I'm asking as a business person now.
The amount.
Amount. It's simple. Why
Amount.
did you guys
Amount.
hesitate? The amount is the primary key. It means that everything that you are going to be, everything that you are going to be creating it in a chart must contain the amount column. So you can decide to either plot a graph of names and amount so that you have an idea of the name of the person that bought the most product. Or you want to chart with product and amount. So everything is dash and amount. So the names and amount, product and amount, location and amount. On no case, okay, let's do this. Enough of the talking. I'm going to highlight everything here. I'm going to go to my insert. Are we still here?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
we are.
sir.
Yes, we are.
I'm going to go to my insert menu. I'm going to look at all these charts here. You have the column. If you want to see all of them on a dialog box, click on the drop down. Click on the drop down and then go down and click all chart types. You are going to see all the chart types here. These are all columns. These are all column charts. I click on the second one. These are all line charts. So click on the third one. These are all pie charts. These are all bar charts. These are all area charts. XY scatter, these are all of them. Stock, these are all them. Surface, these are all of them. Do not, 2. Bubble, 2. Rather, 3. And that is it. So for now, we want to choose the clustered column chart. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click OK. So what do you see?
It's not on a chart.
What do you see?
A chart.
It's not on a chart.
It's on the charts. So Lagos probably has less than 100,000. That's why you probably don't see anything there. Ibadan has.
And Kogi has the highest.
You know what? Let me go back here and edit this. Let me put this back. Let me put 150,000. This one, this CD, let me put 200,000. This person must be enjoying himself or herself as well. And 20,500. Okay, let me leave it like that. 95,000. Let me just put one. Okay, Lagos. Water bottle. Let me put, because I just want 71,500. Which kind of water they drink? Anyway, just for the sake of our charts, you can see now we have seen some of them have improved. The bar charts have improved. Yes. So my job here is to teach you guys how to edit this bar chart.
Okay.
So the first thing, we drag it over there, double click on the amount, and then you can choose to edit it. When you double click, are you guys following me at all? Please check.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I can continue, Abby?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Okay. So you can either choose no fill, border color, let's say solid line, and then increase the color to red. You are going to see all these edits, right? I'm just close it. And then you click one. So what should we call this our chart? The product chart. Can you see that?
Products.
Yes, sir.
So
yes.
Now, immediately you create a new chart on Microsoft Excel. You are going to on my Excel software. I don't know which version you guys are using. You are going to see 3 new tabs will come out. Let me click outside. Do you guys see these chart tools?
Chart tools, yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, when I click outside, do you still see it?
No,
yes.
It's gone.
Okay,
that's yeah. Look well. Take your time. Do you still see it?
It's disappeared, sir.
It's gone.
It's disappeared. Oh, good. Now, when I click on the body of the chart, do you see it now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, the tools are
good. So let's go to the first one, the design menu. Under the design menu, you are going to see how you can play around all of these charts. So you can check, you can choose this one, can choose this, and choose this, choose this, choose this, choose this. By the way, guys, one way we use to record your progress and your assessment, which you have to submit before class tomorrow, you have to your assessment now, please write it down, is to create a fictional table the way we have created ours, and then create a chart, design your chart the way you want, post the assessment on the Discord server, screenshot it, post it on your Discord server. Don't snap your laptop and post it. To screenshot is different from taking a picture of your laptop with your work. If you don't know how to screenshot, please ask members of your group. That's why you all are in that group. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Please, where
screenshot
do we
it.
send the screenshots to?
Use your snipping tool.
Where do we send the screenshots to, please?
Discord
Use your
server.
snipping tool. Yeah, okay. Don't worry,
Put
your
it,
group, you will sort it out there. Someone might know it.
Discord
put,
group.
put it on your Discord server. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Good. So let me choose another color because this one reminds me of my ex. Change it.
Yeah.
I think the red is beautiful.
Let me change it to something good.
The
This
red
one.
is okay, sir. Yes.
Okay. So that is the first thing that we can do. Now, if you want to remove all these details, go to, we have 3 tabs here. Go to layout. You are going to see chart title. If you don't want to, if you don't want to see chart title, what do? You click on none. Are we see here? Click on none. The chart title is gone. Do you see? It's no longer there.
Okay.
You go back, click above charts. It has appeared. You have to rename it again.
Okay.
Product chart. So axis title, let's open. If you want the primary axis, let's say none so that you see what will disappear. Okay, the axis title was not there in the first place, so let's leave it. So legend, if we click on none,
Legend.
what do you think disappeared?
The amount.
Exactly. So let's check it again. Let's say show legend at the right. You see, this
Yes.
thing here is what is called legend. And legend means to show you where you need to look at. So if there were fruit, vegetables, all in different colors, that is where you are going to see them. But remember that without even teaching Microsoft Excel, what the primary key is and what the secondary key is, it automatically generated a legend for the primary key. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Which is
In
amount.
case somebody is going to
Yes,
ask
we're with
now,
you.
why is it that the legend is amount and is not product and is not this and is not
Sir,
that?
please, can you bring Nneka back? Yes. She's backstage.
Mr. Mr. David,
Yes,
can you
I
check
can't
the
see it.
comment section? I don't understand what these people are saying. They are really saying a lot of things. As in,
What's that? No, you should read
this
out to
one
him
see.
now.
I don't know what
Okay.
they're saying.
Someone said, "How did you get the black background?"
How did I what?
Get the black background.
Okay. Let me.
Then,
By the
okay.
way,
After
guys,
that,
there is a way to ask questions. When you say something like we don't understand the chat, are you speaking for yourself, for your entire village, for your school? Who are you speaking for when we say we don't understand the chat? It's very important that you learn how to be specific with your questions. And Rita, if you are lost, how much in the cell torchlight?
And Mr. David, they should mind the way
Please
they compose
ask.
their words. Someone said everybody just saying yes, yes, without understanding. How are you sure that they don't understand?
it's not everybody that does not understand. If you
As
don't
in,
understand, then personalize it to
Who,
yourself that you
who
don't
is
understand.
that? I didn't even see the person's
Miss
comment.
P, I be something like that.
And I think the
Many
problem is most people don't concentrate on it. The only thing they are being concerned about is just the comment section.
she said so many people are not following, and you people are just saying yes, yes. No, no, this is not the way to do things.
I need to see the comment.
If you need to ask question, ask politely. You don't need
So many people are
to
not following. And
make
people are saying yes.
generalization.
Oh my God, who is this? Please don't generalize anything. If you don't understand, you say I didn't understand where you did this or how you got this. Not saying I don't understand generally. Mr. David do not answer you. Maybe you are the one that is lost and others are following. So
Can we continue?
Yes, sir.
please write down, they
Yes,
will
sir,
watch the
let's
video.
continue.
I
They
no
will
blame
get
una.
used
It's
to the
like
class.
I did not drink a lot of holy water today.
Please drink water. Oh. Drink water.
Some Ebuka Chino, you are saying I should start from basic Excel. The fact that I'm even asking whether you guys know what column and row is that not basic
That's
enough?
the basic.
Oh my God. And teaching you guys how to put things on a table. And okay, let me recap on the chart. Let me start again from the chart.
I think we're still on basic.
They don't
This
know.
is basic Excel.
They never see formula first in the shout.
And I never even started.
Let me cut this and take it down.
How can I get this Excel on my laptop? I don't really have it
Wow.
on my laptop. Please go
Wow.
to YouTube. Go to YouTube. YouTube will tell you everything, please. It will show you the steps on how you're going to download it.
Okay, guys. So let's do this again, shall we? Please. I'm going to take it again. I'm going to take it again.
All right. Thank you.
So now we have put in our data set: names, products, location, and amount. 4 columns. And how many rows? 7 rows. And we have also explained what is the primary key and what secondary keys are. We say that primary keys are keys that other keys or columns depend upon them for them to make sense. Did we get up to that point?
Yes, sir.
I did. I did.
Good. And
Speaking
for
for
this
myself.
particular one, names, product, location, and amount. For this particular one, we have decided to tell ourselves the truth that the only column that makes sense to a businessman or woman is the
Is the
D
amount.
column, which is the
Amount.
amount column. And that amount
Money.
column is money, of course. Is very important. So anything you want to chart, any graph you want to chart must have amount column as your primary key. If at any point in time your graph does not show some kind of relationship between the secondary key and the primary key, then you have a problem. Most of the time, your primary key would always be on the y axis, which is the vertical axis. Is that correct? Are we here?
That English is too much.
Are you guys still hearing me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, we can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
Good.
That's
So
from
now
MTN.
listen, for those who are asking questions about how we got the chart, I am going to now highlight all of this. So it's either I highlight everything by dragging all the way down, or how do I highlight everything? I taught you guys earlier.
Click
How do I highlight everything?
one of the cells where you
Uh-huh.
select and Control A.
Control A, good. So that's how we highlight
Yes.
everything. Then we go to our insert menu. When you go to your insert menu, you are going to see column, lines, pie, bar, areas. So I want to see all of these things on a single dialog box. Your version of Excel may be different from mine, but pay attention to your insert menu and pay attention to where you can see charts. Open the drop down like this one. Under column, you see an arrow facing downwards. Click on it, open it, scroll down. Don't click on anything. Scroll down to all chart types. When you click on it, like I've done so, this dialog box will appear. And the only thing I need to choose, I'm not interested in any of these charts because we have the line chart, pie, bar, area, XY, stock, and so on. I want to work on only the clustered column. So I'm going to choose the clustered column and then I'm going to click on OK.
Okay.
Now, please check the comment section, guys. Do you understand up to this point before I start editing these charts? Do you understand up to this point?
Yes, most people
All right,
say
yes,
yes.
yes, yes, sir.
Good.
Yes.
Now, to edit this chart, if I click outside, you discover that I only have home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, view, developer, data mining. Give me a minute. I just got notification that I have another meeting. Oh my God. I hope that meeting no be morning meeting where I go miss, so can't they do free thing for these people? Just a minute, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, 11 a.m. Okay, nice. So I have an hour to go. I have to take some. I have to eat before that meeting.
So let's go with 30 minutes more, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I want to be done with this chat so that you guys can start submitting your assessment. The class is supposed to last 3 hours at most. How many hours have we spent? Okay, we've spent 2 hours. So
2
probably
hours.
I'll end it before on time. So let's go back. So, like I said, when you click outside, your menu on mine would
The chat
I only have
closes.
view, it ends there. But when you click on the body of the chart, I discovered
It
that
gives
3
you the
new
chat
menus
Part
tools.
two.
appear. All right.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm going to
Yes.
edit this. To edit this amount, which is called our chart title, I'm going to either click delete
Title.
or highlight all and then call it the product chart. Then
Chat.
click outside. And then go to my design menu. And once you click design menu, you are going to see all these different colors, guys. You can choose any one. Scroll down, you can choose any one. So I
Okay.
want to choose this red. And then you can see the primary key we were talking about. If you don't want to see it, Excel automatically tells you, you know what? Looking at this chart you have highlighted, the one that we think is the main thing, is the cocoa, we have already kept it one side for you and call it the
You.
amount legend. So if you want to remove that amount, just go to layout, go to legend, and click
Legend.
on turn off legend. Do you see?
Okay.
Um,
Has it
It's
disappeared or
gone.
not? It's
It
gone.
has.
it
It's
is
disappeared.
You don't want to see it anymore. But I want to see it because I want people to know that we actually are looking at amounts. But you can actually, if you don't want to see it at the left, you can take it to the top. Can you see?
Can I ask a question at this point? Why do we
Yes.
have only one legend?
Okay. We have one legend because automatically the only column that has something Excel can reference to or connect with is the amount column. If you have more than 3 legends, it is possible that Excel can reference 3 columns.
Okay.
For instance, your name, you now have product amount, you have your cost price, you have your sales price, you have all those things. So when you are now visualizing, Excel is going to show your name on the x-axis or on the horizontal axis, like the line below, and it's going to show other values across board, and it's going to tell you these are the values that we were able to connect with. But for this one, the main thing that they were able to connect with is the amount column. Now let's look at, now it's at the top. Let's say we want to take it to the bottom. Click is at the bottom.
Okay.
So which one makes sense? Is it top, bottom, or sideways?
Side.
The side. All right.
Side.
So we're back to the side. So now that is it for, we already looked at the chart title. If you click on none, you see the chart title is gone. There's no product charts
It's
anymore.
gone.
If you go back to chart title and then click on above charts, it's back. Now you can put your product chart. Now you go to your data labels, which is the next thing. If you click on none, is of course it's actually on none right now. But assuming you want all the values to appear at the top, all right. So you will probably say outside end. So can you see? Can you see that all the numbers appear at the top?
Yes.
But this kind of makes my data to be very dirty. So I'm going to remove it and I'm going to say
Looks
none.
clumsy.
Looks clumsy, looks too populated. So that's data labels. Okay.
Yeah.
Then let's go to data table. If you want to, it's already on none, but if you want to show the data table, click on it. Do you see what happened? The amount and all the values
at the bottom.
Again.
At the bottom. And then it makes the whole chart looks very, not attractive. So I'm going to click none.
It doesn't look professional.
Exactly. Now, another thing I want to teach you guys is, let's go to axis. For the primary axis, if you click on none, what do you think disappeared?
The other details, names and products.
The names at the bottom.
They disappear. So if you go back and then you now say show left to right axis, they are back. If you want the one at this side, the primary vertical axis, click none, is gone. So another way is to put this thing here and then go to data labels and put it at the outside end. Are you guys following?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This one still makes sense. This one makes sense, right? Rather than have the numbers at the vertical axis and at the top.
By the side.
By the side and at the top. So you can choose to do that.
By the
So I'm going
side,
to turn no, and then go back and then put it by the side. This one is okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, is there any other question? Check the comment section, guys. Any question before I proceed?
Okay. All right. Someone asks, please, what version of Excel are you using?
Yes, mine is 2010. Others, you try to get the latest version of Excel.
Please try now, download 365.
Yeah, Excel, Microsoft 365. So if you are using an earlier version of Microsoft Excel, or pardon, a recent version of Microsoft Excel, and you can't see some of the things I'm talking about on your menu, pay attention to the icons. When you look for the icons. But most of the time, for instance, you would always see design layout format. They may not be arranged as menus, but they are going to be arranged as icons, especially the content of those menus. Pay attention to them. So let's proceed if there's no other question.
I think there are 3 questions about the primary columns. Someone asked, the first question is, how did we set amount as the primary key? Then another person asked, how did Excel know that it is the amount data that should be referenced? Then another question is, can there be columns?
Okay, let me answer one after the other. How did Excel know that is the amount column that is going to be referenced? Is that the question?
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So that person, how do you know that when you are hungry that you need to eat? How do you know that when you need to buy something, you need to take a walk? There are certain things that are built into the software. Are we together? The
Yes, we're
same way
Yes,
together.
those
sir,
things,
we are.
the same way those things are built into our body as human beings. If you are hungry, what do? You look for food to eat. So someone is not going to come and ask you, how do you know that when you are hungry, you need to buy food and eat? It's just like saying, how do you know that if somebody break your heart, you need to call all men as scam? Or how do you know that if somebody knocks at your door at the middle of the night, that you need to call 911? So basic things really are built into our system as humans. It's the same with software. There are some errors that I'm going to be showing you guys going forward in Excel, that those errors are going to appear on your sheet because Microsoft Excel was not built in a way the software doesn't understand how to process that error. But when it does understand, I'm using the word understand because literally it's using algorithm and inbuilt machine learning processes to actually push out these responses to us. If you say 3 plus 3 on Microsoft Excel, what is it going to give you as answer? 3 plus 3 is going to give you 6. So, am I correct?
Right done,
Yes.
sir. You.
Abi myself don't the fail math. 3 plus 3 is 6 now. Abi?
It's 6.
Okay. So you are not going to ask Excel, how did you get 6? It just built that way to know these things. That's the
Automation.
best response. Automation, perfect. That's the best response I can give to you. Same way you know how to avoid certain things, how to do certain things without being told. Any next question?
I think
Wait
we've
for the
answered this.
two
They said, can there
primary.
be two primary columns?
What?
Can there be two primary columns?
On rare circumstances, yes. They could be, you could have what is called a primary column, and then a primary column of analysis. Primary column, like the amount column or the primary key. But when you want to begin to analyze your data, you may consider to use another primary column. For instance, um, I can decide to analyze my data and say, you know what, I want to find out what is happening in particular locations. So I'm not going to be interested in the names and products column. I'm going to just look at location and amount. So location becomes my primary column of analysis because I want to see how much money a particular location is making for my business.
Make- Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So in those cases, you can now begin to. We already know that the amount column is the primary column, which means this is the most important column. But when we want to analyze our data, we want to look at our location and the amount to tell us or give us an idea which location brought in the most amount of money.
Of money.
There's a software that can make this journey very easy, swift, and enjoyable, and much more explainable to us. And that software is a visualization software, and it's called Power BI. I'm going to be talking about Power Query Editor on your Microsoft Excel in your advanced class. Is that understood? Am I clear? Is that like clear?
Okay. Okay. All
Any
right.
other question?
Let me
I think
check.
the question here has stayed the same. Like asking if there can be two primary columns and all. It's still the same thing.
columns.
I don't understand. Is that a question?
Yeah,
No,
the
sir.
question, I think the many
If
questions I'm saying is still the same thing others are back before, and you've
Okay.
explained it.
Okay. Nice. So, guys, let's continue. We want to look at grid lines. As grid lines, as the name implies, you can see all these lines on the graph, right? So, if you open grid lines, we want to see horizontal grid lines. If you say none, what do you think? What do you notice disappeared?
um the lines that were in
The
the middle are
lines that
gone.
actually helped us to trace our bar charts, right?
Yes, yes.
We're going to go back and we open our primary horizontal grid lines. Now we want to see the major grind lines. So these are called major grind lines. Have you seen them? We
Yes,
go
they're
back,
Yes,
back.
sir.
primary horizontal green lines. Let's look at minor green lines. What do you notice now?
Oh, tiny
They
lines.
become smaller.
Yes.
Let's go back, open again. We want to see major and minor green lines. What do you notice?
Okay.
We have the
Both
big ones and the
uh
small ones and the tiny one.
both of them
Exactly.
are, but they are displayed.
Good. So let's go back now and let's go and check the vertical grid lines. Already, none of them is here. Can you see any vertical lines there?
Mm, but I
None of
don't
them is
see.
on the grid.
I don't
But
see.
when once we click on the major grid lines, which is vertical, click on it. What do you see?
Yes, they're back.
Vertical lines.
Displayed.
Vertical lines. So we go back and then we click on minor grid lines. What do you see? Smaller vertical lines.
Vertical
Vertical
line.
lines.
We go back and then go back and click major and minor. Can you see?
Oh,
Both the
yes.
smaller and the
And
bigger.
And the
the
major
What does
displayed.
this remind you of in your high school? Those of you that were physics students, mathematics students, does this remind you
Graph
of your
book.
graph sheet?
Graph book.
Mm-hmm.
plotting plotting your x-axis and y-axis. So we have spoken about chart title, axis title, legends, data
legend.
labels, data table, the axis, the grid lines. Now the plot area, this is everything that we are doing. If you click on none, you are definitely going to see the background will get lost. Let me put it up again so that you see the
Okay.
difference. Pay attention. What difference did you notice?
The background
There's a
change.
background.
There's a background. Good. If I click none, background is gone.
It's
And
gone.
this looks like
It's now
this
transparent.
looks like a prison where you bury your
Yes.
bags. I don't want it to look like a prison because some of you here escaped from prison.
Better with it. It looks better with the background.
Yeah, it looks better with the background. All those people that are scamming my WhatsApp group, they are all looking like this prison yard I'm seeing here. Show plot area. So now there are one thing I want to do, and which is thread line. Now let me open my. How many of you have heard of the word thread line before?
I've not.
I've not heard about it.
I've
Okay, let
not.
me show you guys trend lines. Let's say trend lines on graphs.
Okay.
Then I want to show you. Let's read what trend lines are. A
Hmm?
trend line
Oh,
is a line. Can someone read, please?
okay. A trend line is a line superimposed on a chart, revealing the overall direction of the data.
Go ahead.
Okay. Google Charts can automatically generate trend lines for scatter charts, bar charts, column charts, and line charts. Google Charts supports three types of thread lines: linear, polynomial, and exponential.
A grammar big or no big?
It's big, oh.
Mhm. Because that pause where you pause, you don't go drink water, come back before you continue. I feel I feel that pause. Okay. The thing is, I don't want us to deal on this theory. I just brought us here to show us what trend lines are.
Images. Okay.
So how many of you have
But
seen all these images
so I know
before?
it's there. I just did not know the name.
Seen these images before.
Okay. You have
Uh,
seen all these lines plotted against a
yes.
graph, right? So you can see linear, we can see best fit, inconsistent, upward trend. Let's look at upward trend. You can see this. Hmm?
Yes. Oh, so these are called thread lines. Ah,
Exactly. So look at trend lines as the potential for growth of any company. So this company, can someone explain without you being told what this company does? Can someone explain what this trend line reveals and what this one reveals? Anybody?
The growth
the
of
red
the
one,
company.
okay.
Yes,
The blue one reveals a steady growth,
a steady growth. Exactly.
while the red one reveals a fluctuating growth.
Exactly. So, and this one is right from the bottom all the way to the top. So
Yes.
you look at it as your life from when you had nothing, you built your portfolio, you added new skills to your resume, you kept building your career, you kept moving upwards. If you want to plot a graph of your life, are you better now than you were 10 years ago?
Okay.
You
That'll be
know, that is how
interesting.
you can that's how you can look at it. Some people 10 years ago, you will never hear anything like all men are scam or all women are gold diggers. But the moment they meet one or two people, we don't show them shege, the trajectory of their life changes for the worse. It could change for the good, nobody knows. But sooner or later, you begin to lose trust on people, you begin to lose trust on people's words, you begin to, a lot of things begin to change. How you look at life and human beings begin to change. Are we together?
Yes, we're with you.
Yes, sir.
When I talk man and woman matter now, people go they quiet like say, they happen.
Mm.
For
Mm.
instance, look at this trend line. One would say that this person, are we here?
Yes,
This person actually started, it's in the case
pretty
of
well.
somebody starting pretty well and ending badly. Hmm?
Yes.
That is what this trend line means. Let me
There's
go
a
down.
downward slope.
That is downward slope. And so this one started pretty well, then went up again to one, came all the way down.
Way
Village people
down.
pursue and pursue and pursue and all the way to four. Somehow, maybe the person met one, God just intervened and the person went up small, came down
Yes.
again. And then, that is life, generally speaking.
It's praying and fasting.
Exactly. You pray and fast. When single people there, now they go pray and fast. No, wahala. So look at this one. I hope the way I'm explaining this thing now, you people are following. You guys are understanding trend lines that they are not all vertical. They are not all in a straight line. They could be inconsistent. The progress could be slow. The progress could be from the lowest to the highest. The progress could be from the midpoint to the lowest. The progress could take any form at all. Do you guys see that?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now let's
Yes.
go back to our Excel class. Now, if you look at this, can someone just use your eye? Just use your eye. What do you notice? If you want to plot a trend line, do you think this is inconsistent or this is doing badly for this business? Assuming I own these products in these
Okay, let
different
me.
locations.
It's
Okay, using
inconsistent.
the. Okay, starting off from Lagos,
Uh-huh.
they didn't start off well. Then Ibadan, they made good sale. Moved to Abuja, which was also good, which improved. Then Imo State was very, very poor, looking at the graph. Then
Mhm.
moving to Ondo State, the sales kicked off again. Then in Kogi State, there's a massive difference.
Yes. All right. Good. Now, that's brilliant. To make this life easier for us, because our job is to make life easier for everyone, you now go to trend line, open the drop down. Now, if you click on linear trend line, by the way, guys, if there's this noise is disturbing me.
I
Who is
think
that
it's
person?
from Blessing. Yes, because her this thing was talking now.
Ah, that
Blessing
kind
is
of noise.
muted.
Blessing is
She
muted.
just muted. She just muted.
I
Okay.
still
I
hear
just
the noise.
muted.
You guys
Yeah, I
still
just
hear this
muted.
noise. Okay, you know what? All of you mute. I will catch the person. No, no, no.
She said she just muted. She said she just
No, no, no,
muted.
no.
So
Just mute all of
she
you. When I
admitted.
call your name, you answer. Adenike, on mute.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are good. Idong, on mute.
Yes, sir.
Zainab, on mute. You see, Zainab, now you.
Na me, I it be me.
Now you.
No be me, na me and fan dey here, nobody dey here.
It's your
Exactly.
fun.
That fan is a problem. You
I'm
and
sorry.
It's
fan.
the fun. Move away from the fun.
All right. Okay, guys. Can we continue now?
All right, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we want to create a thread line. Yeah, I was explaining. If you are confused about anything on Microsoft Excel and you probably want to have a theoretical explanation of it, go to where you have this Microsoft Excel help. If you have your desktop, sorry, if you have your keyboard, you can press F1. If not, go to where you have it, click on it, and then you can search for anything you want Microsoft Excel to give you a response. Okay. Did you guys see this dialog box?
Yes, we get it.
So let's say I want to
Yes.
just look at charts. So let's say I want to look at charts, and then I click on search. Can you see that? You can even learn how to create a chart from start to finish, available chart types,
Yeah.
change the layout of it. Everything I have taught you here.
Yeah.
If you want to know
Is
the
in there.
the the um theoretical explanation to it, you can come here and read. Me, I don't do theory, right? That's why I'm showing you how to do this hands-on. You can see all these charts, right? This is interesting. I just clicked. I'm not sure I've read this myself because I know how to do this without reading. So you guys can come here, read up on this material. It is inbuilt in every Microsoft Excel software. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's go to thread line and
Yes,
let's
it's
put
clear.
linear thread line. So do you
Word
see
and PowerPoint.
we just inserted a
Okay.
linear trend line and automatically it has told us that there is a progressive growth on this graph. So let me remove that.
Yes.
Let me insert. There's this one called exponential trend line. If you click on it, it shows something different from the first one. For those of you who are into accounting or doing statistics or anything related to graph creating or designs, you will definitely understand the differences between linear trend line, exponential trend lines, and so on. If you don't, and if you want to really know about the differences in this so that you don't mess up, please go to Google, type linear trend lines, exponential trend lines, so that you use the one that is appropriate for your business. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's clear.
Then we have the linear forecast trend line. So when you hear of linear forecast, the word forecast means if this business moves, okay, let me use the term. If I had $200,000 in 2019, in 2020 I had $300,000, in 2021 I had $400,000. How much do you think I'm likely to have in 2022, 2023, and 2024? Given the data that have been presented to you. Let me take it again. In 2019,
Yes, please.
I had $200,000 from my business. In 2020, I had $300,000 from my business. In 2021, I had $400,000 from my business. How much do you think my business will generate in 2022, in 2023, and in 2024, given the data set that you have?
In 2020,
Okay.
2019 should be $500.
Okay.
Yes.
Then followed by
2023,
2023 to
$100.
have $600. Then 2024, $700.
Following year, 700. Yes.
Exactly. Good. Now you now understand what you now understand. I just read one. I just read one comment now. Look at this man, oh, Davidson David. All of you guys, you think I don't Pon, I think we had Senator and who else? They were always on your class, right? Because I posted this link for the guys to join me live. And the people that came to class on time were ladies. I don't know any of you. I just choose.
Senator, Faith, and Favor, they were always there.
They're always
No
there.
guys
So if
in
you
this
want
slide.
to join
Mr.
live,
David, this class is not balanced.
if you want to join live, guys,
But
be here
Come
on
that's not
early.
our
time.
fault. It's not our fault.
Be
They
here
came
on
late.
time.
Come early, please.
What was I
And
saying?
please
This
be
guy must
active,
be
not just coming.
from my village. He has distracted me now.
We try to join, but you no agree.
That is because you came late. I can only accept four. Oh, sorry. How many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Chronicles of
5
an abroad.
people.
Who be this?
Only 5 people. Come early.
Honestly, too many female. You don't mean it.
Ah,
Okay, I just
the guy,
realized as well.
You see,
the guy.
someone said I was in the live class. Network kicked me out.
I see.
Uh-oh.
So he's not. It's not my fault that God decided to bring females to the live class for me this
And
today.
that's a guy who's
Thou are blessed
smart.
amongst women.
I was in the live.
All right. Don't worry. Tomorrow by maybe I'll send the time across. You guys will join, okay?
All right.
So what was I even saying before that guy confused my life?
Sir, yes, you need to do a roundup so you can go and eat.
If your
As you
business,
said.
Huh? Yeah,
Mr.
yeah. I was
David is
talking about
polygamous. Who is
the
this?
business.
Growth of the business.
So
how much
if you
money
have
your business, if it was making 200,000 in a particular year, the following year it makes 300, then 400 in the following year, how much do you think it will make?
Exactly.
20.
Good. So now what that means is that for the next 2022 to 2024 that the data was not given, that data that was not given in Microsoft Excel is what is called forecast.
Okay.
So look at it this way. So you were, let me use one person here on this live as example. Who want to volunteer? In a
I'll
field,
volunteer. Even if I don't know what it is, I'll volunteer.
who is that?
Is it done?
Idong. Okay, Idong.
Yes.
So let's create a graph for Idong. So this is Idong. This is
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
I want to give you guys an assignment. I want you guys to look at Idong. So we have all of you. Let me use some of you as example now. Suleiman, Hassan,
Mark,
Alex. Mention their names. Go ahead.
Mark, David. David.
Michael.
No. I don't want conflict. Me too.
Okay,
I'm David.
Mark.
Not
Mark.
there. Who else?
Michael.
Okay.
John.
I know there are more. I know there are more. Let's stop here.
Okay.
Okay, so for network, let's look at Suleiman. Let's say this guy is worth 500,000 naira. Okay, that's 5 million. Yeah, okay. This is 2 million.
2 million. Then
This is
10 million.
10 million.
So
As in
let's say 50 million.
50 million.
50,000.
No. That's injustice for Michael.
Oh, okay.
80 million.
80,000. So
Lagos.
Lagos.
Abuja. Imo.
Calm down. Not be only Nigeria will look at.
Okay. Zambia.
Let's look
all
at
the way to Zambia. Zambia is far.
So we put her net worth in naira. Their net worth in naira.
Okay.
So let's plot a graph. Perfect.
Wow. This is
Can't even see Michael at all.
Let me use this. Okay. Then let's go to layouts. Let's plot a trend. And then let's put forecast. Exactly. Do you You see what happened? Who can explain this forecast for us?
Fine, get in the mode.
Exactly. Simple and short. Was it me that said it? No, we knew. My Excel. But look at this one. Look at the one we plotted at the top. What do you see about forecast? What do you see?
Growth.
Growth. What do you see about Idong? I'm not saying this is your life. Oh, maybe it's good. Yeah. What do you see about her now?
Downward slope. No growth.
Downward slope. It means that every bloody guy that Idong is going to date is definitely going to turn X, despite the person's network and location. So Idong was destined to be single. Are you guys following me? So anytime you are confused about trend line or forecast or what could possibly go wrong in my life or in any business, I'm not saying this is your case, so you hear me?
I understand. I do. I
Uh-huh.
understand.
I'm only saying that sometimes we use forecast to see the potential of growth of a thing. And you can see definitely that you have somebody who is minus 2 million, meaning that even if you don't get to date somebody who is worth 0 naira, she would still end up breaking up with the person. Now, let me explain this clearly to you guys because this is very important so that you don't go creating a forecast for a business that is actually growing, and because of your mistakes you go and tell the person to shut down their business. No be me saying you work. Oh, you have to be very, very meticulous about the data you are imputing for you to have a better forecast. So it's just like saying, who is that person? Oh, it's just like when people come to tell you, oh, they are tired of Nigeria, they just want to leave and things like that. If you ask them questions, why are they forecasting that Nigeria is a place everyone wants to run away from? That's because when they look at the past data they have, the kidnap, the insecurity, the bad roads, if they look at all of this data, the healthcare system, the human rights abuses, what is the forecast going to be like? The forecast is going to be like, you know, in a few years from now, it is either going to get worse or a miracle is going to happen that's going to re-engineer how bad things have been. I was watching a video I posted some time ago on my Facebook. I don't know which platform I posted. How many of you have heard of Onyeka Nwenu, this
Yes.
lady that appears with low cut all the time?
Yes.
Onyeka, right? That's her name.
Yes. Oyeka Owenu.
Yes.
Well, do you know that? Do you know that when she was working with a TV group in Nigeria, this was like 30 years ago, she was complaining about the exact things Nigerians are complaining today. This was 30 years ago. So if you are asked to create a forecast of the potential of Nigeria for growth, given your experience with graph creation, how would you predict the growth of Nigeria to be given the antecedents? The people that have been elected into power, the growth of our national of our national league, everything education wise, the health system, which industry is actually growing exponentially, and which industry can we forecast that in the next 5 to 10 years is going to get Nigeria a lot of influence and money? Are you guys following me, please?
Yes, we're following.
Do you understand how forecast works now?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good.
It gives Visual representation of future prediction.
Exactly. So think about that anytime you are forecasting. I know some of you may be interested in a data analytics class next month where you learn other tools except Excel. There is this thing I want you guys to pay attention to on Power BI. It's called forecasting. You are going to be taught how to visualize a better forecast different from what you have on Microsoft Excel. But for Excel, this is one way to look at forecast. Given the data set that have been given to you, how can you project automatically? Excel is going to do that. How can you project which industries are growing, which one are actually going down? Excel is going to automatically project that for you. And
Someone said
guys,
their whole industry is growing.
oh well. So, guys, with that, tomorrow we are going to be looking at let's go back to our charts. So today we're able to learn something, right? Did you learn anything? We're able to look at rows and how to prepare magnificent charts. Tomorrow we are going to be looking at, okay, we also look at trend identification today. Did you see that? We looked at trend identification. So we have treated three things today. What are rows and columns, how to prepare magnificent charts, and trend identification. So tomorrow we are going to be looking at visually aiding conditional formatting and then how to bring anything into Microsoft Excel. Same tomorrow, because we would have time, we are going to begin to calculate. We are going to introduce ourselves to, can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
I can.
We are going to introduce you guys to sum function, to field split going forward from tomorrow. The time for the class tomorrow will be communicated later today. The recording, I'll drop it immediately after this call. I don't know if I should open the WhatsApp groups. There are a lot of scammers there. I don't know. But let's continue conversations in our Discord server. And I think that will do us pretty well. Any question as I end today's session?
Please, sir, can you go over the assignment that you mentioned earlier? You said
Okay,
we
for
should
the
create a
assignment,
fictional table and design
yes, for the
a chart.
assignment, let me type it. Let me type it.
All right.
You
Thank you,
have to
sir.
submit it. Guys, if you don't submit your assessment, I am going to tell the virtual assistant to kick you out of all the groups. When you drop your screenshot on the Discord server, and we are going to click like, meaning that we have acknowledged your assessment. That's the only way you are going to remain in my class. Please don't waste my time and waste yours if you know that you are not going to attempt these sessions that we are going to be sharing with you. I'm already pretty tired now from talking, and I hope you guys learned something today. So,
Correct. Please, sorry,
Yes, sir.
please
Please,
excuse me.
I
Someone
want
is
to ask a
asking, how
question.
do we access the Discord group?
that
The
shouldn't be
link
a
is on the
question
WhatsApp.
anymore. The link has been posted on our social media handles. It has been posted
Okay.
on the WhatsApp groups. Please go there and get them.
All right. Thank you, sir.
So this is it. Create a fictional data set and arrange it accordingly. That is number one. Number two,
Stop.
please type this immediately, because after I'm typing, I'm logging out.
Take a screenshot.
Take it easy.
Favor, please come.
Chineke.
Make sure you set your name on your chart.
Okay.
Have you gotten it? You gotten this now? All right. See you guys tomorrow. There's no question. Please, 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 if you are asking a question, be in class to ask that question. Don't come to my inbox after class and expect me to attend to you. I have a meeting waiting for me in like 2 minutes. And after that, I have another class to teach in like 3 hours from after the meeting. So see, I'm very busy, guys. We are going to have a premium group for those who want me to respond to their questions after class. Details, I think I'll share this later. For now, let's just continue our class. Did you guys learn anything today, please?
Yes, we
Yes,
did.
sir.
I did.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right.
Thank you very much.
See you tomorrow. You're welcome.
Thank
All right, thank you.
Okay, guys. You guys should continue with your class. I'm not done with mine yet.
Okay. See you later, guys. Bye.
I think this will be the last time I'll be joining you guys.